They said the mountain lion was a threat. They said it would only take one mistake for someone to die. So they raised their rifles. But one quiet teacher stepped forward and chose compassion over fear. In a quiet rural town near the mountains of Colorado, life followed a rhythm as steady as the sunrise. Farmers woke before dawn. Children walked to school in clusters. Neighbors waved from pickup trucks. It was the kind of town where people felt safe until fear arrived. It started with livestock. A goat found injured near the tree line. Then a calf missing from its enclosure. Large paw prints discovered in soft dirt. And then someone saw her, a mountain lion. Large, silent, watching from the edge of town. Within days, fear multiplied. It's only a matter of time. What if it attacks a child? We can't wait for tragedy. But Marissa Cole didn't join the panic. Marissa had been teaching science at the local middle school for 8 years. She believed in facts, patterns, context. She called the state wildlife office. She researched recent wildfire activity. Months earlier, thousands of acres of forest had burned on the western slope. Habitat destroyed. Prey scattered. Predators displaced, including mothers. One evening while driving home, she saw the mountain lion herself. The animal stood near the roadside. Thin, ribs visible beneath dusty fur. And then, from behind a fallen log, to small cubs. Unsteady, young. The mother turned her body sideways, shielding them. She didn't charge. She didn't snarl. She watched, then disappeared into the trees. Marissa sat in her car, heart racing. Not from fear, but from understanding. The mayor called an emergency gathering. Voices filled the small town hall. Angry, afraid, protective. Hunters volunteered to track and kill the lion. It's dangerous. It's too close. We have families. Marissa stood. Her hands trembled, but her voice stayed steady. There's evidence of displacement from wildfires, she said. If she has cubs, killing her guarantees their death too. A man scoffed. Better them than us. Marissa swallowed. What lesson are we teaching our children? She asked. That fear justifies destruction. Silence flickered, but fear was louder. The vote passed. The hunters would move at first light. That night, Marissa barely slept. Not because she was reckless, but because she believed something important was at stake. Not just the lion, but who they were as a community. It happened faster than anyone expected. On a Thursday afternoon, the lion was spotted near the school's hiking trail. Marissa heard the commotion from a classroom. Her heart dropped. Children were nearby. She ran. When she reached the clearing, she saw them. 3 hunters, briefless rised, and 40 yards away. The mountain lion, standing tall, not aggressive. Behind her, partially hidden in brush, were the cubs. Small, frightened. The lion's body was tense, protective. One wrong move and chaos could erupt. Step back. A hunter yelled at Marissa. But she didn't step back. She stepped forward, between the rifles and the lion. Her knees shook. Her pulse thundered. If you shoot her, she said, the cubs will starve. She could attack. Someone shouted. She hasn't, Marissa replied. She's protecting. The lion's golden eyes met hers. There was no hatred. Only vigilance. Seconds stretched painfully. Then sirens. State wildlife officers arrived. Instead of bullets, tranquilizers. The dart struck. The lion staggered, but did not charge. She remained standing until sedation overcame her strength. The cubs were secured gently. No blood was spilled. No trigger pulled. Weeks later, a report arrived. The mountain lion had been relocated to a protected wildlife reserve, deep within the state, far from neighborhoods, far from livestock. Her cubs were healthy, growing, hunting small prey under her watchful care. Marissa showed the photo to her students. "This," she told them, "is what courage looks like." One student raised his hand. "Were you scared?" She smiled softly. "Yes. But doing the right thing doesn't mean you aren't afraid." Years earlier, Marissa had lost her younger brother during a mountain climbing accident. For a long time, she blamed the wilderness. Blame? Nature. Blamed unpredictability. But grief taught her something profound. Nature is not cruel. It simply exists. Humans choose how to respond. That mountain lion was not evil. She was surviving. And so was Marissa. The town slowly changed. Workshops were held on coexistence. Livestock fencing improved. Wildlife education became part of school curriculum. Fear didn't disappear. But it no longer ruled. Because one person had shown them that strength is not pulling a trigger. It is lowering it. True strength is restraint guided by compassion. Fear destroys quickly, but understanding saves lives, including our own humanity. If fear was loud around you, would you follow it? Or would you stand alone for compassion?